Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of the Vector Cast. I am your host, Monks, where I talk all things FaZe, and my co-host over there, Mr. Illing, how are you, bud? Talks all things LA Thieves.
I mean, we talk a little bit more than just that. Let's be honest. But I'm doing very well.
Technically, he's my boss, so
I am your boss. Yeah, I mean, you need to remember this, Monk.
Yeah.
I'm
21
doing well, man. I'm doing well.
21 and 9 FaZe is what I'm talking.
Okay.
Doing well.
Yeah,
I heard you had a banger.
CDO. Hey, look, LA Thieves starting to find a little bit of form. I mean, yeah, they lost a FaZe, but
Hey,
we don't mind it.
I can't hate that. I heard you had a pretty banger of a weekend.
Did have a banger of a weekend.
I love that, dude. July
as well as watching CDL on. Actually, to be honest, the only real day I could watch CDL was Sunday this week.
Yeah,
I've had to do a lot of catching up.
caught up.
But Friday night was DJing. And then Saturday night I was at a wedding as well. So
No big
not
deal.
DJing at a wedding, just as a guest. So it's been a bit long weekend. I'll say that it's been a long weekend.
You gonna catch up on some sleep tonight, or you're streaming?
I'm streaming.
Love that. DJing, dude, that's gotta be a nice little side hustle. He makes a little bit of scratch doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. I can't complain.
Yeah, free bar tab or whatever. I love that.
Oh, I never have to pay for drinks in the bar.
That's
great.
Perfect. That's perfect. That's worth it right there. I'll haul this gear around with you. Yeah, great COD weekend. Surprising.
Very surprising, especially honestly those first 2 days. I mean, day 3, 2 of the games were pretty predictable.
Yeah.
But the first 2 days were just some unreal Call of Duty, honestly. And some teams really stepping up. And finding some form.
Heck yeah.
I mean, Florida Mutineers, we got to start with them.
Top of my
start
list.
of the weekend, obviously had made 2 roster changes. The 2 roster changes that we said were going to happen last week. Major Maniac coming in and Turiel as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that first game against New York, I will just be honest, they just didn't look like they clicked. They didn't look like there was team chemistry going on. It just didn't seem to work for them.
Well, we also don't know how long because that wasn't official last Tuesday.
Yeah, they might be. They probably were playing a little bit.
Yeah,
longer together. I mean, they were playing scrims throughout in between Major 3 and obviously the Major 4 qualifiers starting off. But even still, I mean, you've got it didn't click against New York, and New York sort of looked like they looked really good.
Honestly, they did,
they looked strong.
I was like, all right.
I was just like, okay, New York showing up. They're still in with a shout. They're still in with a shout of champs. So they've got to. There's a lot to do for New York to get there, and they've got to rely on a lot of teams losing.
Yeah, they did it. I mean, they did their part. They
did their part on the first day by beating Florida, and then that second game. I mean, Optic went 2-0 up. We thought, okay, here we go. It's a 3-0 sweep, like we all predicted.
Yeah.
Bam. In come Boston Breach, and suddenly, with their roster change, with Vivid obviously coming in to replace Cap, and suddenly Boston just looked reformed. They looked like they did it towards the start of the season.
Yeah, that was a great
and they were frying. I mean, to beat Optic is never an easy never an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
Obviously, yes, we did find out that Illy isn't probably going to be back this major.
Yeah.
At least not for the next couple of weeks anyway. So it's unlikely we're going to see him in Major 4, so he's eyeing that champs, I imagine. Which, I mean, look, it's a shame. I think Illy is probably the glue in that team for Optic.
Yeah, you can kind of tell.
ProLoot by no means is a bad player at all. But I mean, Illy is just a different level, and I mean, I hope he gets healthy because I'd love to see a fully fit Optic at champs to challenge the likes of FaZe, and the rest of those top teams.
Yeah, I mean, one's like a hamburger, and Illy's like a cheeseburger. You know, it's just a higher tier.
Yeah, it's just that different.
It's
level.
Still good, but a little bit, a little
Right. I
something
mean,
else.
why not have the cheese?
Yeah,
You know, at
yeah.
that point, like, why not have the cheese?
Yeah,
And
100%.
then the third game of the day, kind of how a lot of people predicted. A lot of people would predicted Ultra to beat Gorillas. It was a little bit closer than maybe some people would have thought.
Yeah, it's a lot closer,
Um,
I thought.
I had it 3-1. I think you had it 3-0, correct?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'll be honest, Gorillas looks they. It was a weird one with Gorillas this weekend because they looked better,
Yeah.
but they couldn't get
Especially
over the
that one.
line.
On that game, they look
They
really
didn't
good.
play badly against Ultras at all. I mean, even though it was a 3-1 scoreline, I don't think that really was kind of how the game was.
Yeah.
But I mean, Ultra starting to find their form a little bit more. I mean, well, we'll talk about the next day. But anyway, looked like Ultra was starting to continue the form they'd found in Major 3.
Yeah.
With that win over Gorillas. But it was fairly sort of squeaky bum time, honestly, against them. And you
Wait,
know,
I love that.
yeah.
That's a
But
nice piece of
look, they got the
business.
win, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Then we moved
Yeah.
on to the Saturday, and we started off with Toronto Ultra once again, going on against a team that's really been out of form in London Royal Ravens.
Yeah.
Um,
Did you predict
London Royal
this?
Ravens obviously bring back Gizmo, which I thought would help them. I didn't realize how much it was going to help them.
Yeah.
And they just destroyed Ultra. That wasn't even a close game.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Um, and fair play to London. I'm hoping this is the catalyst for London to find form. Going into champs, because after last year with London, I'd like to see them up and around, up at the top of the CDO, towards the end of this year. We then moved on to again the Gorillas playing against New York. New York continuing to find their dominance and to find form.
Yeah, it's
Um,
crazy this weekend.
This is the thing. This is the thing I'll say when it comes to New York. It's like they did this last time. They did this in Major 3 online. They've got to start finding their land form.
Yeah.
If they can just go through Major 4 qualifiers, winning games,
They might make it.
that's all well and good, but they need to find their form on land, because if they don't, we're going to see a similar situation to what happened in Major 3, where they're not gonna qualify because they're not there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
So Subliners looking strong after week 1. I'll say that probably one of the strongest teams actually of the weekend. I would say is New York Subliners. So we'll see if that will carry on. Then we moved on. We had Texas, Optic Texas going on against Minnesota.
Minnesota. What in the world's going on with Minnesota?
I don't know, but I mean, they won this game. They
Yeah.
won this game against Optic.
I
And
know.
they looked really good against them.
Yeah.
I'm
saying, what happened Saturday night?
Illy, but,
What happened Saturday night to
I
Sunday?
don't know. They must have gone out drinking Saturday night,
They
because
were a little
Sunday for
buzzed
them
up.
was horrendous. But
They won it.
anyway, they picked up a 3-1 win over Optic, and I mean, it was a good result. They played really well.
Yeah, you gotta feel good after
Andy
that.
was frying. Attach was frying. Priester was frying. They were all playing really well. And then that third game, another easy 3-0 for the LA Thieves against Boston Breach. Boston just not coming to the party at all.
Yeah, it was weird because Boston, they show up. It was with the roster change.
I will say there's just a lot of inconsistency this weekend.
Maybe.
From teams.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Teams just one game they'll be absolutely frying, the next game just nothing. Like, there's just inconsistency, and
it's probably lag.
I don't think so. I mean,
that's what I say.
Monks is always on his lag ground.
Dude,
next time he's talking about aim assist and everything like that.
Who's on my internet? What is going on? Who's downloading stuff on LimeWire?
I mean, Thieves looked really good in that game. Very confident.
You felt good about that?
Strong. Yeah, I felt really good after that game, and to be honest, I felt good after the Atlanta FaZe game as well. But we'll get on to the FaZe game in a second. And then we moved on to the Sunday. 3 more games to go. We got Seattle Surge, Paris Legion. I think this was the easiest 3 over the whole weekend.
Yeah, 100%.
Paris, even with their roster change, just don't look like they don't look even close.
Talk about hamburgers.
And that actually officially, because there was actually still a chance Paris could make champs. Officially, that loss means they are eliminated from champs. So they are done. Their season is done. Obviously, they will still be playing throughout the rest of this qualifiers. They'll still be at Major 4. But at the moment, it's just Pride they've got to try and make somehow.
Make plans for Modern Warfare 2
next year, basically. Then the 4:30 game came around, and I think everyone kind of was thinking, Florida looked okay on day on. They didn't look great on day one,
but they looked good.
All that chemistry, they didn't look bad.
You're like maybe probably like a 3-1 or something. You're thinking,
right? I think they'd pick up a map.
Yeah, 3-1,
they came out against Minnesota, who were very strong against Optic.
Yeah,
and it was just the complete opposite. I mean, Real was absolutely frying. That was a way to cement yourself in that team.
Yeah.
Major Maniac up against his old team. It was always going to happen. He was always going to be the player of the match there.
Yeah, he brought it for sure.
I mean, Big Wake and Big Wake didn't really have to do anything all game. I mean, Major Maniac was doing all the hard work, and Big was just picking up the pieces. So Florida looked really strong. I'll say that. Florida looked really strong against Minnesota.
That's going to affect your picks coming up?
I don't know.
You're Team Florida?
Is the thing. It's just so much inconsistency this weekend. I've got to see who Florida are going to play this week. It's a lot of inconsistency from game to game. As we kind of come down towards crunch time here.
What is a mutineer, by the way?
It's a sea something. A sea creature?
How do you spell it? Mute?
Well, a mutineer is someone who abandons a ship.
Oh,
Isn't
mutiny.
Mutiny?
Mutiny.
I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds right. It's like a pirate thing. That's a.
I mean, the whole thing is fear the deep, so I don't even know anymore.
Oh, fear the deep. A person, especially a soldier or sailor, who rebels or refuses to obey the orders of a person in authority. Here.
Right.
Got it, dude.
Well, there we go. I
figured
mean, that's
that
what
out.
I thought. All right, and then
that was Monk's education corner.
Monk. CDO education corner with Monks. And then we finished the weekend with Atlanta FaZe, LA Thieves. Honestly, a really good game.
They were just throwing them a bone a little bit, helping them.
Just a strong game from both teams. Both teams were playing well. Obviously, Octane had an absolute nightmare in both S&Ds. Didn't actually get a single kill over 2 S&D games.
0-12, I believe.
He was looking like Monk's blood out there.
0-12.
0-12.
I'll throw one on. I'll get one.
So Octane's definitely got to up his S&D game come next week. But I mean,
do you talk about that, or you talk about Selly and popping off?
Cell played very well.
But he always does,
Cell. I still think Cell is the best player in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one who's better than him. And he's kind of one of those players that goes under the radar because he's not one of the tiny terrors who just runs around. He just does his thing.
He does his thing.
Does his thing.
He's not really loud about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. The thing is, Simp and Abizi, they do their thing and they're loud about it.
Yeah.
Osties, he does his thing, he's loud about it.
Yeah.
Cell is just calm, cool, collected, and just
frying.
Just chilling, man. He doesn't care.
Frying.
He just wants to kill people. That's all he wants to do.
Straight fine.
I mean, it was honestly a great way to end off the weekend, and disappointing for me, and obviously for LA Thieves to lose that game. Because honestly, I feel like if Octane was playing his usual S&D stuff, it probably would have been a tighter S&D maps. But fair play to FaZe. They absolutely dominated the S&D. And then all they had to do was pick up that control. 2 hardpoint wins though for LA Thieves, which was important. So
good D for you to see it. Well, how many points did you go with?
It wasn't a great week for me this week, I'll be honest. I only picked up 11.
Nice. 15, baby. Let's go.
15. Okay. All right.
15.
Well, I'm on the catch up. It's the first time I've been behind all year, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get.
That's why I gotta savor this. Yes, feels so good.
Yeah, well, I had a bad week. It was just one of those. Especially some of those first 2 days just killed me.
Yeah, you
First
had
two
some
days just killed me.
trades. You don't know what's going on. You don't know how they're gonna play.
Right.
Looks, I'm
All right.
peeking at the next week's.
We got some very good
I'm
games
looking
coming
at
up this
some
week.
really good matchups, actually.
I mean, we're starting off with a banger day as well. Like
Yeah.
day 1 of week 2, there are 3 really good matchups. We start off obviously with
Fantastic.
Toronto Ultra Atlanta FaZe. I mean, that's going to be a banger. That's obviously, they talk about it all the time. This was the matchup last year. These were the top 2 teams in the CDL.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, Ultra haven't been up at the top this year that much. They're starting to find form. Atlanta FaZe obviously still at the top of the CDL in terms of CDL points, just because of their consistency.
By a lot.
By a fair bit, yeah.
Yeah, I think
It's like 40, 50 points.
yeah, it's pretty
think.
substantial.
Yeah. So, where are you going with this game, Monks?
I'm
I think
thinking
I know you're going Atlanta FaZe, but what are you saying?
Yeah, 100%. I'm thinking 3-1. I was leaning towards 3-2, but I'm gonna go 3-1.
I'm gonna back you on that one. I think 3-1 Atlanta FaZe.
3-1 or 3-0, honestly. I mean, what are we
I
talking about?
think that Ultra might pick up a hard point. Just going off sort of like that.
Yeah.
The hard point I was watching them against the Thieves.
Yeah.
It was like FaZe were missing those rotations slightly.
Yeah.
Now, if they can get those rotations on point, I could see a 3-0.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go 3-1 just because I think that there's a map in there that I think Ultra
Yeah.
can pick up.
Oh yeah.
All right, so the second game we have London Royal Ravens and Minnesota Rock here.
This is so tough because like, which Minnesota team is gonna show up? I mean,
Which
you can say it
London
about
team is
both.
gonna show up?
Exactly. It's like, what
Right.
are we even doing here? This is like a toss up.
I mean, London only had one game last week, and they looked very strong.
Yeah.
With Gizmo back. But then that Minnesota Rocket team, inconsistent. Played one day, they were just unreal. The next day, nothing. So,
Yeah. So I
it's a
wonder.
tough one.
This is
It is a toss-up.
This is Minnesota's only game for the weekend. I feel like they're gonna win it. I'm gonna go 3-2 Minnesota.
I'm gonna go against you here.
Okay.
I'm going 3-1 London Royal Ravens.
Okay.
I like the look of how London were playing last week.
Yeah.
Okay, game 3.
They only had one game last.
Yeah. Game 3 on the Friday, we have Boston Breach, Seattle Surge. Seattle Surge in unbelievable form currently. Obviously, after winning Major 3 coming out.
Still looking good.
Very, very strong. Yes, it was against Paris Legion, but still a very strong performance.
I'm going to go 3-0 Seattle Surge.
I've got Boston picking up a map. I'm going 3-1.
3-1. Okay. Huge. Next up.
I don't like it though. I've got 3-1s to start the day. Start the weekend. One of those. Which one do I?
I mean, that's.
No, I'll stick with it. I'll stick with it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, day 2. We move on. Saturday, the 2nd of July. We have London Royal Ravens, Florida Mutineers to kick off the day. Another, honestly, really good game. 2 teams that have made roster changes. Obviously, Florida bringing in those 2 players. Looking strong the second game, not so much the first game. So, is it inconsistency with them, or were they just trying to find their feet? What do you think, Monks?
I think they were trying to find their feet. On the plank of the ship that they're mutilating from. What is that? Walk the plank?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know what.
Get my nautical terms. Let's go, baby. I'm taking Florida 3-1. I think they're the real deal. They put the pieces in there. Boom, boom. They're getting it going. 3-1 Florida.
I'm going a close game, but I'm gonna go against you and
take
back
London?
the Ravens.
Wow.
But I'm going 3-2. I think it's gonna be a close one.
Okay, love that. Also, July 2nd. Shout out to me. It's my birthday. Holla at
your birthday for Saturday, Monks.
Holla at your boy. Oh yeah, we won't be recording.
I'm sure you'll be watching the CDL on your birthday.
I'll be working. Hopefully, I can get out early so I can hit the bar.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you one
We're
bit.
gonna be partying. We can just skip this one.
Obviously, July 4th weekend coming up this weekend. So
It's
to
true.
all you Americans, I'm not wishing you a happy July 4th.
Let's go.
Uh,
Let's go.
Obviously, everyone be safe this weekend. That's what
Oh
I
yeah,
will say.
gotta be safe.
All right, so moving on. I think this, even still without Illy, this is the easiest 3-0.
Yeah, skip it.
Optic Texas, Paris Legion, easy.
There we go.
And then we have New York Subliners, Seattle Surge, which I think is going to be a really good game, honestly.
Do you?
With how New York came out week 1, they're good online, not so good on land. If this was on land, I would be picking Seattle Surge to win.
Really? You're
Not
not?
saying I'm not gonna pick them to win.
Okay.
I'm just saying that.
Oh, it wouldn't be a thought. Like you wouldn't think twice
Right,
about
it wouldn't be a thought. But honestly, with how New York played last week,
Do they have the servers
um,
closer to them? Maybe that's what it is. New York's got servers close to them or something. It's the lag, chat. It's the freaking lag, bro.
yeah, okay. I am still gonna go with Seattle Surge. I think they've just been very strong
Yeah.
since Major 3. And I think it's 3-1. I'm gonna go
3-1?
3-1.
I like what you're saying. I mean, I had this 3-0, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go 3-2. New York. Getting 2 games.
3-2 New York.
No. Seattle Surge 3. New York getting 2 games.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right, and then the final game on the Saturday, we have the Los Angeles Guerrillas going up against Atlanta FaZe.
It'd be sick if I could make this. Leave work. Be able to make this game. I mean, it's my birthday. I can just watch it on my phone. What are we doing here? You know? gotta watch my guys, dude. Is it 3-0 or 3-1? That's the real
I'm
question.
going 3-0.
Yeah.
I'm going 3-0 Atlanta FaZe.
You know, the Gorillas got what it takes?
I think I like this new Gorilla lineup, but I think they're just not strong enough for Atlanta.
No, yeah, I mean, they might win Sunday's game. That's gonna
I'm
be...
thinking, are you going 3-0 as well?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so moving on to that Sunday game, we have starting off with the LA Guerrillas Boston Breach.
Really could go either
I think
way.
I think this both teams obviously made roster moves. Breach look inconsistent, even with Vivid. They look like they're frying, but they just look inconsistent when it comes to the games. I mean, Gorillas have Spart, who hit that disgusting no scope. By the way, I don't know if you saw that, Monks.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just. I mean, so. But the thing is, here's the thing. I think Boston won't let them even be on Desert Siege, because I think that is Guerrilla's strongest S&D, is Desert Siege. So I expect Boston Breach will probably veto that map. So I don't know. I think I am gonna pick Boston here.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna go 3-2.
Really?
3-2. Yeah.
You think it's be that close?
I think it's gonna be close, but I think Boston Breach are gonna win that game 5 S&D with Vivid just popping off.
I do like Vivid. I want Gorillas to be good.
I do too, but I think they've got to
think
find
they're really
something
not.
to back them again.
I want them to be good, but in reality, I don't think they are.
I made the mistake all through Major 3 qualifiers.
Yeah.
Of backing them.
You did.
And I don't know why.
I mean,
it was a fluke.
Yeah, I think it was. I think this is
no,
gonna be a close
they do
one.
look better. They do look better.
Yeah.
But I still think Boston would just have the edge on them.
You need some picks not as similar to yours so we can get some point growth. You know what I mean?
Back them.
I'm backing them. Let's do it. LA Guerrillas.
Do it.
3-2 over Boston. It's going to be a tight freaking series. It's going to be a great game.
We both got game 5 in that game. So
Yeah.
It could be tasty.
Yeah.
4:30 game
on
Paris
Sunday.
LA Thieves.
We're both off, so we could,
I mean,
shoot a little tweet, see if I can get some jinxes going.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do the same back at you.
No, well, that worked
Remember
last
how the
time.
last one worked?
Yeah.
Remember how the last one
Not
worked out?
too good.
Nope.
This is an easy game. I mean, is Paris gonna win a game all weekend?
I don't think so. I've gone 3-0 LA Thieves.
Yeah. Rio LA Thieves and then Optic Texas versus New York last game. Is it gonna be a 3-0 or 3-1? What do
You think that you're confident on Optic winning that?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I think they're last week, got some bad news. It was a fluke.
Yeah, I'm putting a spanner in the works here. I'm going against you.
Smart. You're trying to give a
3-1
little...
New York. 3-1 New York.
Okay. Lock it in. Safe prediction.
Have you gone 3-0 or 3?
I went 3-1. Optic.
3-1.
Maybe.
All right, so there we are. There are our major 4 week 2 predictions. We are very close to champs now. Obviously, at the end of this major, we will have a couple of weeks break, and then at the start of August, I believe it is when we will see champs happen. I'm excited. I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be great. Obviously, there's still a lot on the line with Major 4 for qualifications for champs. Still a lot of teams in that bubble of teams that are still in danger of not qualifying or trying to push to qualify. New York Subline is still one of those teams pushing for qualification. So, Monks, I want to speak a little bit of instead of Vanguard now, we're gonna move over to Call of Duty Warzone.
Okay.
How have you been playing the new map? How have you found it?
I've been I wouldn't say slaying, but I'm playing pretty well at Fortune's Keep. Fortune is in my favor. I play with a lot of randoms because nobody I know plays the game really, so that's a tough look when you're just.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. It's the time you play.
Yeah. Play in the morning. And it's tough out there. Morning COD is tough COD. You know what I mean? You're getting like kids that, especially now in the summertime. But I love the map. I mean, I don't even think there's a bunch of stuff I haven't even seen really. Like apparently there's wine bottles and like secret rooms and all this crazy stuff.
I think I played it a little bit. I haven't played too much on it. I just played kind of a couple of hours on it, and
yeah,
I'm actually really enjoying it. It's fresh.
Yeah.
It's new.
I love it.
Yes, there's a lot of opportunities for camping.
I really haven't
running
died
up.
to any
But I
campers.
haven't, like I'm saying, I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
haven't really died to that much.
One time.
I think
time
I'm
it
probably
was
similar.
So bad though.
But I mean, look, I think the map is good. It's a good size. I think maybe, especially with that quads gameplay or trios gameplay, maybe up the numbers a little bit.
Like a couple more
it feels like
squads.
the games are ending very quickly.
Yeah.
So just have maybe even like around 60 to 65 players.
And that would happen just because people get better at the map. They know, the rotations.
I think
and they start
will.
frying people more.
Call of Duty even said when they released the map that they're starting with this player size. However, they are looking at all the analytics. They're looking at gameplay. They're looking at everything to see where they need to tweak it and if they need to up those numbers. I mean, me, Metro, and Selenia were playing the other night. We had back-to-back games. We finished second and first.
No big deal, huh?
With big kill games as well, like 30 to 36 kill games.
Selenia was running the VPN.
Yeah, Selenia had the VPN on.
Sick.
We were all the way in Guatemala.
15 ping.
Yeah, 15 ping in Guatemala. It's great.
It was crazy.
But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. I actually was really enjoying.
Where do you guys drop?
Call of Duty. We were switching it up.
Yeah.
Kind of checking out different parts of the map. We think we like Gatehouse a lot.
Gatehouse
as a drop.
Is that like
just in
outside
front
the
of Keep.
winery?
No, just in front of Keep.
Okay. That's like the
Yeah.
side one, like by Graveyard, kind of?
Similar, yeah. It's not far off. So we really like dropping there because decent loot, and then you can either rotate into winery or rotate into Keep.
Okay.
Depending on where the
Okay,
battle's
right
going
there.
down.
Yeah.
So It's a pretty good landing spot.
Yeah.
And I mean it's just I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying playing
Yeah, it's
Battle
great.
Royale again.
What's your loadout on this mode? Fortune Keep. What are you running?
So I'm using the new SMG that came out. I've already got fully ranked up, obviously, because that's just who I
Oh
am.
dang,
You know
dude,
what
you're
I
a
mean?
grinder. You're
And
here
then
grinding a little bit. The Marco.
yeah, a little bit of grinding with the Marco. I'm still leveling up the new LMG, which also is very good right now.
Is it? Was it
Um,
UMG or something? I
yeah,
don't really mess with it.
UMG08, I think it is.
I'm using the
Which is using a kilo?
I'm using the KG assault rifle.
Oh, the KG. Yeah, no,
It's
I picked up a KG and
fries.
it hits hard right now.
It is hitting, dude. I put the
Um,
40-round mag on it, so it's quick. Sleight of
Yeah.
hand, because the ones with the drums on it, I can't. I mean, I
Right.
can, but it's just kind of in the way. Like when you're tack sprinting, and you got
I'm
this
trying to
huge
even
thing in
think
there.
what my AR that I'm using is right now.
You might be using the kilo.
I mean, I wasn't using the
Cooper.
kilo.
Cooper carbine.
Yes, actually,
Cooper carbine's nice.
Cooper Carbine feels good. It feels like the TTK on it is honestly where guns should be.
Yeah.
It doesn't kill too quick.
Yeah.
Um,
I gotta run
but
Serpentine.
it feels nice.
I haven't been running Serpentine. I've been running Cold
I have
Blooded.
been running Serpentine.
I'm a big Cold Blooded fan.
But the thing, I need to put stims on, honestly.
Stems. Yeah. What are you
These
running?
little
Harpy?
stimmies. No, of course I'm not. I'm running the
Snaps?
snapshots. Yeah,
Restock?
snaps with restock. Yep.
Oh my god, dude.
Get restock second loadout.
Okay.
Hang it.
Okay. I like what's the one with the 2 plates? That's nice.
Tempered.
Tempered is nice.
Yeah, tempered's a nice perk. I would agree with that one.
Yeah.
I like tempered just because you go through less plates, even though you don't. But
Yeah. I mean, I don't, because I don't get shot, so I'm fine.
full of shit.
I
I've watched your streams. I know you
don't
do.
get shot, dude, ever. But there's people using old guns on this map, dude. I thought
Oh
somebody
yeah,
using a
I've been
kilo.
killed by
I'm like,
M4s. I've been
what
killed
are
by
you guys
kilos.
doing? Like,
I mean, the Modern Warfare guns are still very alive.
yeah, HDR. Somebody killed me with an
Browse.
HDR, and I was like, what?
The HDR's meta again, so that's probably why.
What are you doing? Who's sniping on this map? There's so many buildings and stuff. Like, what are you guys
Right.
doing?
Yeah, I'm just enjoying running around. I got a couple of double-digit games.
Yeah.
The other night.
Huge.
Um,
Huge. Very
know,
fun.
you
I'm
know,
loving it.
Standard stuff. Just
It's normal.
I'm still trying to find my flow back in the game again because I haven't really been playing a lot of COD
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
So it was kind of finding the movement again, and once you find that movement, I was just putting kids to sleep.
Have you used the black
just
market at
bunny
all?
hopping around them, and
Just really dumpstering on them, you know?
I was just dumpstering kids.
They're
It
shooting
was kind
stop
of embarrassing
signs.
for them. I think they should never play the game
Yeah,
again.
they were shooting circles around you. Couldn't hit
Honestly,
you. They were shooting circles.
there was some people who were honestly.
Oh, where'd he go? We're getting silly.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling like Joe Woe out there a little bit. But
Yeah. I'm feeling like Breadman too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't die ever.
Okay. Yeah, that's that.
No cap. Shout out to Breadman. Shout out to Joe.
Yeah,
Shout out to Tommy. This guy's a 2-year,
big man, Tommy.
2-year guy.
Just on my 2-year sub anniversary with Tommy. I love watching it. My go-to Call of Duty streamer is Tommy.
Okay.
He's just
He's your local guy.
Yeah, I mean he's not really, but you know, he's,
I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works.
But no, he's a great creator.
Heck yeah.
Ex CDL Pro as well.
Yeah.
Obviously moved into the battle royale scene and has been pretty dominant in the battle royale scene over the last couple of years.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I'm not lying.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
No, I mean him, Almond, and Noobs dominated the trio game for a while.
Yeah, they're doing it.
Those trio pub kill races we used to love watching in Verdansk.
Yeah, those are fun.
I still miss that map.
How crazy would it
miss
be
Verdun.
if they drop it before? Like,
Oh my god!
Next season?
Imagine the scenes.
oh
They
my
just take
god.
out Caldera and like the title is just surprise. They don't tell anyone. They just say surprise.
Internet would lose
It's
it.
just Verdansk.
Yeah. You're
Oh,
back. You're back in that old airplane.
Oh,
Now with
yes.
like the propellers or whatever.
No,
we're
back
in
in,
now.
like,
There's no.
the
Nobody
original-
shoots the air.
original Verdansk map.
Yeah.
Like not
Not the end. I didn't like the end.
1954.
I didn't like
we
the-
went
I didn't
back
like
to
it
this
at the
one.
end.
64 it was.
I didn't
And
like
not
it.
Verdansk 64. I didn't want that. I
No.
want original Modern Warfare Verdansk.
Stadium's closed still.
Nah, keep Stadium open. Though.
Okay, stadium open. All right.
I liked Stadium open just and with all the zips and everything like that because
Yeah.
otherwise you just get people sitting up there with a sniper all game. I mean, if you remember back to Season 1,
Yeah.
Season 2 of Warzone, that's all people do. They'd get a helicopter, go sit on the top of Stadium, and just snipe around the map.
I kid you. I'm about to hit some
And-
wicked headshots.
Memories, bro. Memories. Absolute memories right there.
But I think Fortune's Keep was a huge W'ler. Honestly.
I do. Honestly, I think it's. I was worried about it when I first saw the map. I was like, "Oh, this could be very ratty, a lot of camping."
Everyone keeps saying that. I'm
Players-
not dying for
players
these people.
aren't. No. That's what I thought. Players aren't playing like that, which
Yeah.
I'm happy to see. So please, if you're playing Fortune Keep, don't just sit in a room.
Keep playing your explore. What is there like? You can dig stuff up. Have you dug anything up? I
I've had a trial, but I
Yeah, so
died
did I.
before I could use it.
I killed somebody that had one. I was like, dig. Press E to dig. Like what?
Right. Yeah.
There's that. And
I
there's like the wine bottles I saw on old TikTok. And there's like a secret room.
Yeah, and there's also
winery.
You can spawn a zombie.
What?
Yeah.
And he fights
in the
for you.
graveyard, you can spawn. No, he tries to kill you.
Oh. Well, I
But
don't
if you
wanna
kill him, he
spawn.
drops self reses.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and there's the black market. Have you bought anything out of that?
No,
Black
I haven't
market
found-
buy?
I haven't found a black market buy.
Well, it's a contract. You pick it up,
Mm.
and then it's like you have to like go in a certain area and look for it before
Yeah,
it disappears. There's specialist in there. There's reactive guns. It'll be like reactive. I don't know, any type of gun you want. So it's like sniper, all that. What else is in? Something else.
I
very
honestly think
expensive.
it's a really good addition to
Yeah.
Warzone. I think it's gonna make it's gonna keep the game afloat
Yeah, for a little while.
for a little while, probably before Modern Warfare 2.
Mhm. Yeah.
Especially if they continue that rotation between Rebirth and Fortune's Keep. Have that map
When did that
rotation people want.
start? Today?
It might be. No,
I'm gonna
I think
be-
it's Thursday.
Okay, I'm gonna be bummed if Fortune Keeps not on after the stream. I'm trying to play a little bit.
I think it's Thursday that we're gonna see
The rotation
Rebirth
start.
back. And it's gonna be for the next 2 weeks. It's like, it's so. I think you can still do Fortune's Keep quads,
Okay.
but every other thing is just
Rebirth?
Rebirth,
Okay.
and then the week after it's Fortune's Keep everything and Rebirth quads.
All quads. Okay, that's cool.
Um,
That's smart. Hopefully that's true, or
Yeah.
it is. Is
So
those
they're
facts?
trying to get that map rotation in play, which is what they're planning to do. Obviously, for Modern Warfare 2, from what we've heard, is have more of a map rotation for Warzone 2.
Yeah.
So
You can
we'll
also
see.
get
see.
Foresight from the black market. Remember, it shows where the final
Yes.
circle
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
another thing you can buy.
which I mean, honestly, I don't think is that necessary in Fortune's Keep right now because I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of games end a long way before the final circle.
Yeah.
I'd like to see either more people added to the map or more time with the resurgence before that disables. Either one to just make the longevity of the game because I mean, it's like 4th, 5th circle and the game's over.
What have you played any Caldera?
I played a little bit. Had a couple of drops at Storage Town, obviously. Had to drop in at the old storage and
It's crazy.
bring back a couple of memories, but it's just nuts. I mean, the amount of people that drop in there.
It's like
it is-
Superstore. It's great.
It is. It's like old style Super, but harder because
Yeah, it's
I
much
feel
harder.
like Storage is harder to fight in than Super was.
Before the light, like when Superstore is really dark, it's like that because
Mhm.
there's like just people in corners you can't even see. In
Right.
storage right now, I'm like,
And it's only going to get worse when the Rose Skin 2.0 releases, which is coming in the next couple of weeks.
really? So is that something I'm gonna have to purchase? You think off the rip?
Probably, yeah.
Hmm.
Everyone's going to be running it. It's basically the rose skin again.
Don't like
So
that one bit.
no, I'm not a fan of that. But I can understand why they're doing it.
Get some money in their pockets.
Yep,
I mean,
as usual.
what's it called is probably the battle pass. I mean, how many people probably bought COD points last week?
Yeah, probably.
Probably a ton.
I mean, I didn't have to, thankfully.
Now I haven't had to in
I
a
had
long time.
enough. I had enough. For the battle pass. So,
I'm waiting for
but
COD
if
points
this
to
rose
get
skin comes out, then I might have to spend a little bit of cash.
Oh,
You
a
know what
little
I'm
hitter.
saying?
Okay, a little $5
Yeah.
or something. That's nothing.
Little
You know,
$5 here and there.
a little $20 piece. Piece them up. Piece them up real quick with a little 20 bones.
We'll see.
I have a little CDL news, or not CDL. Esports is what I have.
Okay.
Did you?
Is this in regards to Envy?
It is. Envy
Yeah,
no
I
more.
did see that today. Today, the Envy Gaming, an org that has been around for a very long time,
15 years, I think.
has 15 to 20 years. I think they've been
Yeah.
around. They have merged into Optic. Obviously, there was a very close partnership between those two teams, but now they have officially merged together.
What was
it's a
Envy in big? League of Legends?
And Envy was big in
Rocket League, maybe?
Rocket League, League of Legends, Valorant as well.
I was gonna say Val.
So Envy have had a couple of big teams. I think they weren't. I think they might have been big in the Apex scene as well,
That could make sense, actually.
and Fortnite as well. But I mean, it is a shame to see Envy go. Thankfully, it's not a complete destruction of Envy. Obviously,
Yeah.
it has been. It just has merged into Optic. Optic continue to grow their empire.
Yeah, it's getting big.
They're big. I mean, obviously they took in Dallas Empire last year, and now bringing Optic Envy this year. So
What's that? Isn't Post Malone like a part owner or something of that?
of
Optic.
Optic, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I think him and Teep like played.
hmm Yeah, I mean,
They're doing it.
he plays with a lot of those guys. Like he gets to play with a lot of pretty cool guys. Honestly.
Yeah. Sure does, my friend. What else you got on the old chop block, my friend?
Honestly, for me, I haven't got anything. I mean, in gaming news apart from Call of Duty, there's not a huge amount. Couple of releases coming up soon. Obviously, I think everyone's kind of just wanting Modern Warfare 2 to come out, and just waiting for that. I've got a couple of games that I'm interested coming out soon, but probably a lot of our viewers won't be.
What do you think?
Which is obviously the new Formula One games that are coming out.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned.
Formula 1 22 comes out on Friday, and then
How much is that gonna cost? 60?
I've already pre-ordered it. I don't know what you're on about.
I mean, is it 60 or is it 70? Are there same?
I think it's six. I can't remember. I think it was 70.
Oh, you think that's just the cost of new games now? 70 bone skis, huh?
Yeah, and then another new Formula 1 game coming out in August as well. So I'll be popping that.
How do they have two different
Formula 1 Manager? So you're not controlling it. You're like the team owner basically.
What? It's like a
kind of like
simulation.
how with Football Manager, Football Manager Simulator it's similar to that, but just with Formula 1. So I'm excited for that. That should be a lot of fun. I'm excited to play that.
Oh,
yeah, bruh. Yeah,
that ain't
bruh.
it. That ain't it.
Not for you. It's not.
Do you run
stick with
Combat?
your Diablo.
Do you run Combat Scout?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, because
I
they
do run
have don't they have like grips that do Whopping Swept now? So you don't really need to run a Whopping Swept. Amped.
Whopping Swap? Yeah.
Whopping Swap?
That's what you said.
What are you going on about?
No, yeah, so a couple of the attachments are actually broken in Warzone right now.
I thought they
taped
fixed
grip,
that. No, I think
taped grip being one of them.
they fixed that.
Have they? I didn't see any patches today. There might have been a patch that came out today for that because taped grip was absolutely broken and the movement speed was just silly. So I've been running that obviously on the new SMG.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like the Blixen.
Lixon feels nice still. I was using it a little bit, just seeing how it was, and it does still feel nice. But this new SMG, the Marco is very nice, very very nice.
Very, very nice. Are you gonna get on? You're gonna get on a little bit tonight. What are you thinking?
No, I think I'm playing a bit of FIFA tonight, and then
Beefers.
I'm probably play some Call of Duty tomorrow.
All right, sir. Where can they find you?
Yeah, so I'm on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. I'm not even gonna plug my TikTok anymore. I don't know why I do because I never post. But Illing96 on all of those platforms.
Love that. Love that. Monks for Blood. We're on the Twitter. We're on the Twitch. What else we on?
YouTube.
We aren't posting anything. We gotta get some more stuff on the YouTube. I might start streaming.
Yeah, I gotta start posting on YouTube.
Honestly. We're gonna play some. I think we're gonna play some COD tonight.
Yeah.
Take a quick little break. I already ate some grub. We're gonna stream some COD. I need to get. Do you do any like follower games? You get some randoms in chat.
I don't usually, because usually when I'm playing COD, I've got the boys with me.
You got the squad.
So like I usually have like either 3 or 4.
Yeah.
No
room.
So I don't have the room for the followers.
No room.
But if you'd love to see, if you're a follower of the Vectorcast and you'd like to see a Vectorcast follower gameplay, so basically, me and Monks and some of you guys, let us know in the comments on.
I'd be down with that.
On YouTube, and maybe if we get enough people interested in it, we'll run it.
Yeah, join the Discord.
Join the Discord. Doesn't matter which one, either mine or Monks,
Yeah.
and let us know where you're from.
I wonder if we got. I gotta make a note. That reminds me. I'll make a note if we have the Vector.
We do not have a friends and family one anymore.
Ah, that's right. Okay.
Nope.
All right.
All right. Well,
The
anyway,
official
have a great night.
podcast brought to you by Vector. You guys have a great rest of your week. Some good CODs. Happy birthday, America. Let's go!
Stay safe. Peace.
Peace.